What's up, Business Freedom Podcast listeners? So today I want to chat about something I touched on it a little bit in the previous podcast, the one on Gym Launch founder Alex Hormozi. And I want to talk about today, the title of this podcast is How to Be Patient and Do the Next Right Thing in Your Business. So probably maybe 3 years ago, I went to an event. I forget what the actual event was called. It was the brother event to Secret Keeper Girl. So Secret Keeper Girl is a Christian sort of mother-daughter event. And this was called Born to Be Brave. And it was a father-son event. And the big takeaway for the event that has really remained sort of in my heart and how I think about, just life and how to raise a child, and also in business, it's do the next right thing. So that was the teaching, like for a boy, like do the next right thing. So whatever that next right thing, even if it's not easy, the difference between right or wrong, and do the next right thing. And so coming off of this event where I got to hear from some really amazing but super humble business builders, the theme I took away, and I actually went into the event with a feeling like I don't want to work on the wrong thing. Like I've instilled this feeling of like I just want to do the next right thing. And oftentimes, top producing real estate agents, team leaders, they don't scale their businesses, or they fail to scale their businesses because they work on the next thing that feels good. And it's easy to say it's sort of the squirrel chasing the shiny object syndrome. And it's 100% true. And I think it comes down to the fact that most real estate business builders, they don't have this clear roadmap, this clear plan of what to do next. What could the next right thing be? And, so when I think about like how I'm going to raise my son Anders, it's like there's just different seasons that he'll go through. And in each of those seasons, he has to work on different things. And what's the next right thing for my child at a given season? In our businesses, we go through the same sort of seasons, right? If you're a top producing agent, the next season is to figure out, build a few systems around marketing, build a few systems around delivery of buyer and seller services, hire on that administrator, ultimately exit the buy side, build systems there so you can not work with buyers, or at least have leverage through a showing agent. And then maybe there's a desire to get out of the listing side, so you need to build systems there, or maybe just shift over to only working with SOI, so your team takes over listings, and then you sort of grow this thing. Same thing around culture and cadence and all that. So we, as an industry, we don't know what the next right thing is. Truly, there isn't a roadmap on what to work on. And as a result, we just default to human nature. Human nature will have us working on the thing that makes us feel good. It gives us that dopamine release. It's the reason we get on our phones. I'm picking up my phone. It's the reason we swipe up and we get on Facebook and we just kind of mind-numbingly, go through our phone, because we want just these dopamine hits. It's the reason we spend time in our inbox, in our email inbox, right? We go to our inbox so we can seem busy. We can react to what other people are telling us to do. There's not an intentional focus on what to work on next to be able to scale your business. And that requires all the boring stuff that I went through in the series I did on productivity, right? Time blocking being the most important. In our pilot program, which is the entry point into Real Estate B School, we require, so it's a free 30 days, we require those that participate that you must time block in your calendar, ideally 2 90-minute time blocks every week. And you title these time blocks Work on, capital O, capital N, my business. Work on my business. And some people say, what would I do during these times? We've got 36, systems that we help our members install. And obviously, if you're at the point in your business journey where you're starting to scale and you don't really know what you're doing, then we definitely want to talk to you. Go to realestatebschool.com and join the pilot program if you qualify. You have to look at your business We went through a track, convert, deliver, scale. You have to look at the areas of attracting leads from your database, listing leads or buyer leads, from delivery or from conversion, right? Lead follow-up, how you set appointments, how you run your consultations with buyers and sellers. Delivery, how you work with buyers, how you work with sellers, and how your transaction coordination or transaction closing runs. All of those, we call those accelerators, the 3 accelerators under each of the attract, convert, deliver drivers. They have to be set up in a way where they run without you. So the next right thing in your business is that, how do I generate leads consistently, high quality buyer and seller leads without me being involved in it? And in these 90-minute time blocks, think of ways that you could do that, and then do those things. Work on setting that system up so the system runs independent of you. It's the same thing I did to build my real estate business. I went from 58 sides where I sold 54 of them to 118 to 178 to 248 to 300 plus homes, pretty much consistently year after year now, working 1 day a week. There's no rocket science behind it. It's just systems that are run by empowered people. And we don't even have a big business. We have around 10 or 11 team members that sell hundreds of homes per year, because it's systems based, and that requires me to not be involved heavily in the business. So the question is for you, where you are right now, what is the next right thing? What's that next thing that you can work on so that you can scale your business in a way where it doesn't rely on you, right? Is it, working on your database? Is it generating more higher quality listing leads? Is it lead management and lead follow-up in your lead protocols? Is it training your team better, onboarding new agents better, tracking, or you don't have a plan? It's all these little things that you could be working on instead of just working from deal to deal with no sort of mindset around building the business and working on the business and having those time blocks stand for something. So that's my encouragement. I can't dive too deep into the thing that you need to work on next. If you're at a point in your business journey where you know that some things are broken, and you know that what you have now is not sustainable, what got you here will kill you going forward, as I mentioned in the last podcast, you've got to just take a deep breath, take a step back from your business, and spend 45 minutes with us. It's the only thing that we have to offer you, is a conversation about where you are today, where you'd like to be in the future, and what has held you back in the past from achieving the goals that you set out to achieve. It's our business growth strategy session, and it's the entry point into our pilot program. And the pilot program is 30 days of free coaching to those who qualify. So if that's you, go to realestatebschool.com. The next step on that site is obvious. You can also check out our case studies. You can check out the podcast. All the episodes are posted in there. And we'll see you over there. Be good, and much love and respect.